A company is considering launching a new product. The initial startup costs will be $100,000, and the product will provide returns of $40,000 in year one, $40,000 in year two, and $31,757.60 in the third year, or year three. Let's calculate the NPV of this using a few different numbers. Okay, looking at this, you can see 40 plus 40 plus 31. That's going to be bigger than $100,000. So we have a payback of somewhere between 2 and 3 years, and we do end up with a positive profit. Our cash flows are going to start with negative $100,000. Then we have 2 years in a row, and they have to be consecutive in order to do this, of $40,000 profits. And then we have 1 year where we get $31,757.6, which seems oddly specific, but maybe we have a prearranged agreement to sell our business and we know how much money we're going to be making. So let's go into our cash flow worksheet. And again, second cash flow, second clear. That should become like second nature. Second cash flow, second clear. So let's put in $100,000 negative. Then I'm going to scroll down and put in $40,000. That happens 2 times. And then I finally get my salvage costs, what I do when I sell everything off, which is $31,757.6. Enter. And that only happens 1 time. I can clear out of that. So let's look at the net present value at 5%. When we say I equals 5, enter, go down and press compute. I get a net present value of 1809. That was not well drawn, guys. $1,809.83. That's a good thing. It's positive, so it's a reasonable net present value. Let's try it again with I at 7%. So let's say we needed a 7% return. Now what's our net present value? Well, we just go up and change that 5 to a 7. Scroll down and press compute, and now I've got a negative number, 1755.61. So this is bad. If I wanted a 7% return, this is not a good investment. What this tells me is that my MARR is, when it's 7, it's negative, 5, it's positive. So that means that my internal rate of return is between 5 and 7. So let's just write that. So that's what we're looking at. This is doing better than a 5% investment, but worse than a 7%. So the obvious thing to try is 6%. I'm going to scroll up again and press 6, and then go compute. And now I get, a strange answer. What does this mean? Well, that means it's the same as times 10 to the power of negative 10. It's very, very small. So really, this is an answer of 0. And I can show you that that's what the internal rate of return is, because when I press IRR compute, we find out that IRR is 6%. So this is calculator runoff error for very, very small. Anytime you see that negative sign showing up, you know that that is going to be a very small number.